Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dulcet Ranger, here with another wonderful episode of the Dulcet Ranger track. We're on episode 38, and today we're going to be doing a very special featurette of the music of Undertale by Toby Fox. This game has some astonishingly good music that really goes a long way to bringing out the emotion, the characters, and the world of Undertale. So we're going to be starting a new playthrough of the game. We're going to be pausing here and there to appreciate some of the different musical moments, and there are many. We'll get as far as we can today in this very fun Hangout episode of the Trek. Of course, right now we're listening to the dating music, which we will probably get to in context in the game. Love this track. So amazing. Really creates a really nice lighthearted vibe when you first run into Papyrus as a dating challenge. But let's go over to the game, start it up, and yeah, so we're just going to be appreciating some of that music as it comes. Whenever it pops up there, we will be listening to that. So, of course, this game has an amazing opening sequence of music. This wonderful story cutscene at the beginning. And what's so interesting about this music, I was just reading about, many of you probably know that Toby Fox created the entire concept of this game by himself, and with the help of a Kickstarter campaign, released it in about 2 years of work. And what I just read about was that he actually composed a lot of this music, maybe all of the music, before he did any of the actual gaming programming, which is really fascinating to me. Toby Fox was a completely self-taught musician. And yeah, this is some very special music in this game. Especially depending on what type of playthrough you are on, whether that's a neutral, a pacifist, or a genocide playthrough, or something in between all of those. You will get some very different music and some very different scenes that bring out some of those very special musical moments. Hey, JGG Gamer, how you doing today? Welcome to the track. We're just starting a new playthrough up here, and we're going to be going through the game kind of slowly, kind of in the tone of musical appreciation here. So here I'm in the menu screen, and we've got a very simple rendition of this theme that returns many, 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 many times in this game. That's what you would call a leitmotif. Leitmotif is a musical theme that is used once and then regurgitated again and again in different contexts, in different tones, in different keys. Very special kind of thematic material the composers use to bring a sense of continuity and storytelling. So we're going to be called Dulcet, of course. And yeah, we're just going to be going through the game slowly and appreciating some of these wonderful musical moments and how they kind of bring to life this very, very special game. So here we have no music. You wake up on a bed of flowers. You really have no context here. It's a mystery. Like, what the heck is that? We don't know. There's no music here. But very quickly, we find this special character here. Now, his name is Flowey. Now, normally I'd be narrating all of these lines. We're going to be kind of skipping some of that today, since this isn't really a story playthrough, although I will basically be doing a pacifist few hours here, because that kind of elicits the most musical moments. Here we have a very cute theme. There's a little bit of a creepy tinge to it, but sort of a childlike naivety to the tone. So, as a new player, you're not really going to know what this is all about. You're going to think this is like oh, this is a friendly dude here who's here to help me out. He's kind of talking about my soul, which is this heart, and how I need to collect LV, and how I need to absorb little white love pellets. Oh, give me those love pellets. Thank you. Flowey, you're here to help me. Oh, really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me just get the... Oh my god. And now the music has changed. Kirsit of 1000, how are you doing today? Have you played this game before? Do you know what love means in this game? If you don't, I won't spoil it for you. Normally I would be narrating these lines, but that is not what this bonus stream is about. It's more about the special musical moments. Die, he says. It's crazy. There's a few special voice tracks to Flowey that only he seems to have in this game. Yes, this is my, actually 10th episode of this show. Kirsit of 1000. We recently did a live playthrough of a neutral, a pacifist, and a genocide run of this game. Now, those are all up on YouTube if you're curious about seeing any of those. But today is sort of a bonus episode, sort of featuring this wonderful music. Now here we have this very motherly tone to this music, very deep and rich. And of course, this is a character named Toriel, who's there to guide you through some of the beginning areas of this game. Sort of motherly. We're going to follow her, because we don't know what's going on at this point, as a new player. Of course, I know what the heck's going on, but for a new player, they might not know. Love these save points. The shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. There, we can save. Now, Christoph 1000, you asked me what LV is. And at the beginning of this game, they refer to that as love. But of course, later on, we find out what LV really stands for, which is not love at all. It has to do with violence. So it's the only way you gain love levels is by killing things. This is a very cool musical track right here for the ruins, as Toriel begins to guide you and teach you some of the concepts that will help you make it through this game. Christoph says, did you know Toriel is for tutorial, which would be a tutorial? Wow, that is a very clever connection you have made right there. Is that something that Toby Fox talked about, or is that just a funny coincidence, I wonder? Probably something he said, I bet. Toriel, tutorial. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, yeah. The motherly Toriel with her tutorials. Really nice. So we're just going to be kind of skipping a lot of the dialogue right now, since I'm trying to get to as much of the music in the game as I can in, let's say, a few hours. I don't want to spoil a lot of the music in the later game for people who have not played this game, but I do want to feature this music because it's so, so special. Really loving this Ruins music. It's very cool. Kind of the beginning of your journey. Kind of makes you feel like you've got something to do, something to move forward with, something to explore. Very special. Christoph says, and did you know that the asterisk but nobody came fight music is the slowed down Omega Flowey song? No, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. That's a very cool tidbit. So what Christoph is talking about case you're watching this later on YouTube. Oh, here's some fight music. So what Christoph is talking about is there's a specific kind of playthrough you can do in this game called a genocide run, where you murder everything in the game. I can't spare this dummy. I'll have to hit him very gently, or not hit him at all. There's a lot of humor in this game, as we all know. I will just gently hit him. Won't hurt him. Oh, he just dies, I guess. And in a genocide run, you are asked by Flowey, you are compelled by Flowey to murder as many enemies as you can. Now, these characters are not really your enemy, these monsters. They're all just kind of denizens of this underworld in the Undertale. They're all actually quite friendly, and though they can hurt you, they don't really mean to. They're all innocent creatures, except for Flowey himself. So what Christoph is talking about is, as you murder more and more enemies, and you fill a quota of enemies that you kill, a certain type of encounter happens that gives you a text bubble that says something like, and nobody came, as in, you encountered nothing, because you've killed everything. And at that point, the music changes to a very dark tone, which I will probably be able to flip in here for the YouTube video. This room had a couple enemies as well, yeah. It says, but nobody came. Oh my god, dude. Do you hear this music? Do you hear this? This is effed up, bro. This is it. We did it. We did it! Christoph asks if I tried dodging the Flowey projectiles. Yes, I've done that in my past playthroughs. But today I wanted to see if the music would change. Alright, let's go, Toriel. Show me the way, dear mother. Pretty cool fight music here. Pretty simple. Of course, the fight music gets much more intense later on. And since I'll be doing a sort of pacifist run here, I'll explain a little bit about how that works. So basically, in order to talk your way through fights, you can check enemies, or they're not really enemies, but you check these creatures, and you can find out what they are all about. He says, life is difficult for this enemy. Now, Toriel has strolled up and sort of spooked him away, which is sort of an indicator that you don't have to fight these enemies in order to win a fight. What's up, Furbies? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the musical extravaganza we are having today, as I slowly go through parts of this game featuring the music, sort of talking about how the tone helps to evoke the story. Yes, EEE. Thanks, Furbies. Thanks for being here. Of course, we're still in the ruins here, and I'll be showing a little bit more about how a pacifist run works here. Christoph says, and by the way, the Ascor fight music is the remix of Toriel's. Oh yeah, that's very interesting. Very cool. So for those of you watching who may not know who Ascor is one of the final characters you meet in this game, and there is a sort of an encounter with him with his music. EEE, thanks Furbies. Appreciate that. Thanks for participating. Haas. Okay, Toriel's about to say something. You've done excellently. She's gonna let you be on your own now for a second, which freaks her out, right? So this very special music here sort of is meant to kind of evoke a little bit of anxiety in the player, I think. Very intense hallway we have to walk down here. We don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my god, freaky, freaky. But really, nothing happens in this hallway. Christoph, you say, and Ascor's attacks are the same as Toriel's, but harder. Yeah, they are. You're right about that. Furbies, you say, Furbies comedian Funi. Yeah, thank you, Furbies. Thank you guys for being here for this fun little musical extravaganza we're doing. Now you can check behind this pillar, and Toriel's here, just kind of waiting for you. And here's her motherly music again. So wonderful. Thanks for all the E's, Furbies. Appreciate that. We get the most interesting Undertale fans in this stream so far. Love you guys. Thank you all for being here. It's really amazing. Christoph says EXP stands for execution points. Yes, that is right. That is right. Now Toriel is telling us that you did really well. This was an important exercise in trust. And she wants you to stay here. She gives you a cell phone where you can talk to her with. Christoph, I think, what is it like? Sans at the end of the game tells you what these abbreviations stand for. EXP, execution points, yes. Because if you've been killing enemies, you've gained execution points, which in most RPGs means experience points. But in this game, it means execution points, which is how you get love. Oh, cool. Very cool, Christoph. Well, welcome to the stream. Good to have a Hungarian here. Furby says, E is my favorite sentence. It just says so much and reveals so many emotions inside of me. Wow. That's amazing. You just go, E. Just walk around saying, E. So the phone's ringing here. Toriel says, hello, this is Toriel. Not left the room, have you? So we're back. We're exploring the ruins. This Froggy has not much to say. He kind of talks about how you can spare enemies. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. We'll get a little piece of candy here. Nice. Give me the candy. I won't take all the candy and be a terrible person. Playfully crinkling through the leaves fills you with determination. Very nice. What I really love about this game, especially in the Pacifist run, all the save points and what they say. They're all kind of unique. They all have unique text associated with them. Now, in this whole area, we run into little monsters that we don't really have to kill at all. We'll spare. It's a little winsome. They're very easy to kill, these enemies. As a human, you're much more powerful than any of these monsters. And you learn that if you play a genocide run. You can kill a lot of enemies in one hit, even without leveling up that much. Furbies, you say, I was quoting my heart by saying all of these E's. That's wonderful. I'm really grateful for your E's. Thank you. Christoph, you say determination stands for well, determination. Yes, it does. We're going to fall down here. Good. We're going to keep going. I'm going to get to trying to get to some more of these musical moments, but the ruins will have basically only a few tracks until we get to Toriel's house. Furbies, you say, now just say E and read my message again. Bye. Does that mean you're leaving? Okay, well, good. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate your time here. Toriel says, which do you like? You like cinnamon or butterscotch? So she's going to make something out of this. She wants to know what flavor of pie you like. She's going to surprise you. Which sentence were you referring to, Furbies? Not sure what you were saying. Okay. Here we are. Just going to be sparing things. Furby says, I meant that it sounds like a heart that has stopped. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. It does. It does sort of sound like that. You don't have allergies, do you? No, I don't have any allergies. Thanks, Toriel. Let me go. Toriel has a very motherly nature. And as you play through this game and play through the different playthroughs, you kind of learn why that is. There's some very different plot elements that involve her and Ascor and their child, who I won't reveal much about right now. Let's walk down here. I already kind of know how to do this in a way. Furbies, you're silly, brah. You're silly. Thank you, though. Thank you for participating with the E's. Grateful for the E spam today. You crazy, brah. You crazy. Okay, let's go around this. This funny sign says, didn't you read the sign downstairs? And the sign downstairs says, don't stand on the leaves, which I did. Okay, we're going to keep going here. I can't mercy him yet. So, to mercy a Frogget, you just have to compliment them once. And one of the cool things about this game is the battle sequences involve you dodging with your heart if you are not attacking these enemies. Basically, you will try to dodge little white love pellets, as Flowey described at the beginning of the game. Because the love pellets, which are violence pellets, they will hurt you. They will not heal you. Although there are some particular pellets that are green that will heal you, but you'll learn more about that later in the game. This rock says some things to you. Goes through a little funny dialogue here. You need him to move. Get on the switch, bro, please. Get on the switch. Get on the switch. Oh, got these funny little mold smalls. There's a whole line of them, but they're all neutral enemies, and they all can be spared immediately because they're little globs on the floor. They don't really hurt you. This rock says, was that helpful? No, it was helpful until you move again, bro. Stop moving, frog. Rocky boy. Thank you. Stay there. Thank you. So, like I normally, like what I said, I normally would have, or I did narrate all of these lines in different voices, different characters. Really a joy to do that in this game because it has some excellent dialogue. Very, very excellent dialogue. Furby says, I can beatbox in the chat. Wow, dude, you are a hoss today. Chat monster. The cheese has been here quite a long time. It's stuck to the table. And there's a little mouse hole here. And this save point says something special. Knowing the mouse might one day leave its hole and get the cheese fills you with determination. As many of these save points have special save point texts. And here's a special ghosty boy. What does he say? Z, 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 Z. Can I get some Z's in the chat? Less E's, more Z's. Are they gone yet? Z, Z, Z. This ghost keeps saying Z out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Yeah, we got some insane beatboxing by Furbies in the chat. Wow, incredible. I don't want to move him by force, but I have to go into an encounter with him in order to get past him. So here we have a new track to the game. It's very special. Here comes Napstablook. This is his first tune of the game. It's kind of this jazzy, bluesy tune. And what we'll kind of realize, or we'll kind of discover a few times in this game, some of the ghosts that are related to Napstablook that you'll kind of encounter later also have jazzy tunes, sort of bluesy, jazzy tunes associated with their boss fights. Napstablook is the first boss in this game. Furbies wants me to read his lyrics. Persh pararapa e pa latara e papara. Are you Parappa the Rapper right now? That's amazing, bro. Good for you. So I'm gonna, of course, pacifist this enemy. He's not really an enemy, so we're gonna cheer him on because he's a little bit depressed. He's a depressed ghost. I did cheat. I need to move through this content. Hopefully, you won't hold it too much against me. You gave Napstablook a patient smile. Heh. So he's crying. And I really need to be careful because I don't have a lot of health at this point. Can't mercy him yet. But if I keep cheering him on, he'll get a little bit happier. Really not up to it right now. But I really love the music in this fight. It's really special. Kind of creates more of that light-hearted attitude to this game that it is often captured through the music. Burby says he's going to tell Mommy because I didn't read everything he wrote. You go ahead and tell anybody you want, brah. We're doing this live right now. Cheer him on a little bit more. Let me try. And now, because we've pacifist ran him, as in we've cheered him on enough, he cried himself a nice little Napstablook hat. And now, we can't spare him yet. But he's a little happier, so he cries a lot less. So let's cheer him one more time. And the music ends. Oh gee, I usually come to the ruins because there's nobody around. But today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. I'll get out of your way. Thank you, Napstablook. Appreciate it, bro. We have some spiders. I'm gonna maybe buy one of these. Oh, I don't have any gold, though. So I can't buy any of the spider goods there. Furbies, you say, top E hardest enemies to dodge. Top 3. Top E hardest? Furbies likes to use the letter E in place of other normal words and letters and numbers. Furby says top 3 enemies to dodge are Undyne, Sans, and Napstablook tears. Yes. Yes. So got these Froggos here. And there's a special little Easter egg here in the wall. There's an ant-sized frog. I don't really need to read what they say, because they just say nothing important for me right now. Hello? I just realized that it's been a while since I've cleaned up. Was not expecting to have company soon. There are probably a lot of things lying here and there. You can pick them up, but don't carry more than you need. Someday you might see something you really like. You'll want to have space in your pockets for that. Okay, thank you, Toriel, for the tutorials. Okay, this is an interesting encounter because that enemy on the right is called a Mygosp. If you check him, he says, it seems evil, but it's just with the wrong crowd. And that's kind of a clue as to what you need to do as a pacifist in order to get rid of these enemies. Ouch. Basically what it means is you need to get rid of the Moldsmal first, and then this little guy becomes happy and he does a little dance. A little wiggly dance down there. See it? And now I can let him go, too. Mercy, both of them. Yes, thank you, Furbies. You're crazy, brah. And there's some special enemies here. Namely this guy. Sort of like a turnip. Called a Vegetoid. Now the music's not any different in this enemy yet. In this encounter. But many of the boss enemies will have special music. So, this is kind of what I'm talking about. In order to pacifist this enemy, you have to let him feed you dinner, which means you need to grab this green pellet, dodge the white ones, and grab the green one. Such an E moment, Furby says. Yes, so many E's. It's crazy. Okay, good. I'm gonna just get through this. Good. Doesn't even attack you anymore. Very nice. We're going as far as we can in this playthrough to get to some of the special music. But I do want to get this ribbon down here, because it'll allow me to have a little bit better armor. I'll equip that. Use it. Good. Interesting thing about this game is that all the armor and weapons are associated with some of your past iterations of your character. And if you don't know what that means, you'll have to play through the game a few times to understand what I'm talking about with that. Another Vegetoid. Let's catch his dinner. Try to dodge the white pellets. Try to grab the green one. Now this is very easy for me at this point, because I've played through all 3 types of run in this game. What does Napstablook say? I fell down a hole, now I can't get up. Go on without me. Wait, ghosts can fly, can't they? Oh well. And he disappears. Mysterious. Now as you can see, there's a switch here that I need to hit. This particular thing takes us back up. I don't need to do any more of this, so we're gonna leave this room. Furbies, you say, how do I eat sandwich? Give tutorial. E. To eat a sandwich, go into your items and you use it in this game. To eat a real world sandwich, you're gonna need to get some ingredients, get them out on a cutting board, put the ingredients together in the sandwichy style, and then eat it. Simple, simple. Okay, let's act. Let's get rid of this guy. I love playing through this game as a pacifist because you really have to use your brain a little bit instead of just brute forcing these enemies out of your way. Mercy him. But of course, I've played through this game a few times, so I kind of know already how to do that. Are you asking me like how to make like a panini? Or like a hero sandwich? Or like a hamburger? Like a grilled cheese? I'll have to do another stream on the sandwich making tutorial. So we hit the switch there, let's keep going. I don't want to fall. What does the sign says? Hit the red switch, let's hit this red switch. We're just going to be walking past these enemies. Very nice. Really cool. Yes, dance, my little friend. Dance. So I really, really love the music in this game. It's very, very special. And we'll be seeing more of those special moments after we get out of this area. It's kind of a long tutorial area. But, yeah. Toby Fox used some basic MIDI file programs for this music, and he did a lot with it. He did a lot with it. Ooh, Luke's drew near. Luke's is a character that you don't want to pick on. Finally, someone gets it. And by not picking on him, you can let him go. Because he's just a confused enemy that wants friends. Burpees, you say, how the Frankenstein do I type? I need Robux hack, so I need to type E. Man, you're on fire today, man. Thank you. Thanks for the participation today. Really appreciate that. Do you have any other special insights about the music in this game? Maybe not. Or what's your favorite musical moment in this game, if I might ask you, Furbies? And I know you're going to say the letter E, but if there is actually a moment, let me know. Let's do dinner with these guys. The fish. Are you talking about Shiren, the mermaid? I can mercy one of them. Good. There's a special... Oh, the onion fish. But does he have a special track? I don't remember him having a special track. Although he is a great character. I do like him a lot. Oops. Shouldn't have talked. Trying to eat his dinner. Okay, let's do this. Very nice. Oh! Get this green one. Now, if you've ever done a... Yes, he is a peaceful onion. Burpees. E. Thank you again. You crazy E monster. Okay, now we're almost out of the ruins. And we can... I don't really need the knife, but I'll pick it up. Oh, Froggo. Ribbit, ribbit, just between you and me. I saw Toriel come out of here just a while ago. She was carrying some groceries. I didn't ask what they were for. We're all too intimidated to talk to her. Yep. I'm gonna grab this plastic knife. Yeah, Frogman, he's a nice boy. He's a nicey. Okay. Let's keep going up. I'm not gonna equip any weapon because I'm not gonna be killing anything. Oh dear, that took longer than I thought it would. She tries to call you, but you're here already. How did you get here, my child? Now, again, we have this motherly music. Toriel's theme. The tutorial theme. Are you hurt? There, I'll heal you. Should not have left you alone for so long. Okay, she's gonna bring me in. Now we have the ruins music again. Seeing such a cute, tidy house in the ruins gives you determination. Furby says, I liked the lesbian dino, too. I don't know which character that is. Who's the lesbian dino? Who is that? Let me know. Okay, so let's go into this house, and this has a completely new special track for us. Oh, Furbies, you're talking about Alphys. Yeah, Alphys is... Yes, she does seem to be attracted to Undyne, and they are both ladies. So now we're kind of greeted with a really peaceful, home on the prairie kind of tune. That's because you've reached Toriel's home. She says, do you smell that? Surprise! It's a butterscotch cinnamon pie. Thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here. So I'll hold off on snail pie for tonight. Here, I have another surprise for you. And she takes you along over here. This is it. Takes you up. Now what you'll notice about this tune, we talked a little bit about leitmotif earlier. That's a musical theme that's reused and recycled and regurgitated in different forms to sort of keep continuity of storytelling with the audience. And you might notice that this music, though it's in a different, probably key, and a different tone than the way it was used before, this is the same tune from the opening title screen. If you go back in this video, you can kind of hear some of that happening. This tune gets reused many times in the game, and I think all the way till some of the end fights. Good. So she's going to take me into my room. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it, Furbies? You may not have noticed that about this game. Leitmotif is a musical technique that is quite old. You can see it in a lot of opera and a lot of classical music, but also in a lot of movies like Star Wars. Okay, so let's go in here. Here we are in the bedroom. This is my room. I'm not going to really look at everything, but I'm going to get in bed. Because when we wake up, do a nice little slice of pie here. We have the same music, but it's sort of turned into this childlike character. Because this is a child's room. Furby says, I hate the letter A. It sucks an I. Haha, funny. Yeah, you are hilarious, dude. I'm going to take this pie. And what's cool is that when you turn on the lamp here, and this is one interesting way that music is used in this game. Turn on the lamp. And now the light has returned and the sunny music has returned. It's not nighttime theme anymore. Go in these other rooms, but we don't really need to. Yeah, I don't really need to do this. Here we are, just exploring this home on the prairie. Though we're not on a prairie. We don't really know where we are right now. Furbies, I'm going to be doing a pacifist thing for this run, just so you know. Nah, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. I'm doing a pacifist run because that way I can get the most special musical moments. If I did a, you know, genocide run right now, I wouldn't be able to go on the date with Papyrus, for example. I wouldn't have access to that at all. And I want to feature that later in this episode. I'm going to be going for a couple hours into the game here. So let's go up here. So I don't think there's much to take here. I don't need anything. So I'm just going to talk to Toriel. And I'm going to keep telling her that I want to leave. Skip the dialogue. When can I go home? Good. I don't want to talk about snails. I know you love snails, Toriel. And she leaves, and she tells you to stay here. Furbies is spamming E's in the chat. Thank you, Furbies. You can stay as long as you want, man. I'll enjoy your ears if you enjoy the stream. We're going to go down. We're going to follow Toriel now. And now we can kind of hear a little bit of a tone change in the music. It's kind of this very heavy thing that's happened here. Now, if you do a genocide run and you do kill lots of enemies and you fill your killing quota, you're going to get a lot of music like this in this game. It's just a dark, eerie sound. But of course, right now, it's just because we're kind of in this underground passage that we're not supposed to be in, because Toriel keeps telling us to go back. Yeah, we're going to skip this. She keeps telling you to go back. We're going to follow her. Furby says, I can call myself an E-duck from now on. Are you an E-duck? Wow. Amazing. That's an amazingly creative use of the letter E. E-ducky. Very nice. Very nice. Just warning you that if you leave here, they're going to kill you. I'm at full health right now, and as you can see, in my stats, I have 0 experience points. Means I've done 0 killing. I'm still level 1. Now, if you do a pacifist run of this game, you will never level up. You will never get any experience points. You will always have 20 hit points. What does she say? Don't try to stop me. So she's going to try to block off this path so that I can't leave, basically. She wants me to stay because she knows something that I don't. And that's that if I leave here, there will be people trying to kill me. Let's talk to her again. And she says some things like, you want to leave? Well, then you have to prove yourself to her. And now we have some very special music here. This is one of the very first boss fights in this game. Gets you extremely pumped because it's kind of cool. It's a cool mixture of tone because you have this sort of formidable enemy in front of you, but she's been acting like your mother until this point. Yeah, she is mad, Furbies, yes. So, we're doing a pacifist run, and so enjoy the music while I do that. I'm basically just going to be talking my way through this fight. You couldn't think of any conversation topics. So, like many counters in this game, all you have to do is dodge those little white obstacles in the box with your heart. Now, if you mercy her, spare her again and again, that's how you progress this particular boss fight. Okay. I'm going to try not to get hit very much. I don't have a lot of healing items. I don't have a lot of health either. Good. Of course, if you do a genocide run, you will be challenged with some extremely hard fights, extremely hard dodging, so this isn't that hard for me. Although if I'm not careful, I will die. And the fight slowly gets easier and easier as you continue to spare her, because she wants to challenge you, but ouch. She wants to know if you're tough enough to make it through the next areas of the game. Keep sparing her. She says, "What are you doing?" I'm gonna dodge this. Flame. That's what that is meant to be. It's meant to be flame. Okay? Also notice that as you mercy her longer and longer, her attacks do less and less damage. And there's kind of a special piece of lore with that, because monsters are actually weakened depending on their foe's mercy. Attack her, run away. So I'm not going to attack her. I'm just going to keep dodging. I'm just going to have to deal with it. Keep mercying her. What are you proving this way? Okay. Okay. Ouch. I'm going to use this nasty bandage that I have. I've recovered a little bit of health, just so that I make it through the fight. She's acting aloof. Spare her more. Okay. Keep going here. Furbies is memeing ease in the chat, in case you're wondering. Still acting aloof. Stop it. Now, she can't really deal with this mercy from you. She's kind of a kind-hearted creature who doesn't really want to fight you. In actuality, she wants you to stay with her and stay safe. Spare her again. Stop looking at me that way. Yeah, but I love this track. It's so cool. What's cool about this track is how much it ratchets up the intensity of the bosses, or of the fights so far. Furby says, "Sorry, I just have a rare disease called funny. It makes me say E endlessly and laugh at people. Say E. E, 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 E." Wow. Well, that's, of all the diseases you could have, that's not too bad a one. She says, "Go away. I can't go away. You're keeping me trapped here. Let me go." Okay. Toriel takes a deep breath. Spare her. And now you'll notice that some of her attacks are going to start to get very weak as she gets that look on her face, and all of her attacks just miss you. You don't even have to move because you've spared her the whole time. She looks through you. She says, "I know you want to go home, but ... ... And you can keep sparing her. Now, at this point, what you could do is murder her. There are people who have recommended that I do that, but I'm not going to do that today because we're not doing the feel bad run today. Furby says, "I also once convinced my mom to change my name to E. Also, I just saw a little Easter egg, which is if you do nothing at this point, your animation or your selection of choice just continues on in a peaceful way. Toriel says, I promise I will take good care of you here, but I need to go. I know we don't have much, but let me go, please. We can have a good life here. She really wants you to stay. Why are you making this so difficult? Please go upstairs. No, don't wanna. Let me go. Ha! Pathetic, is it not? I cannot save even a single child. Now there's some lore to that, which I may talk about in a moment. She's very motherly, this character, and she actually does have a child, but we won't reveal too much about that in this playthrough today. She says, yes, it would not be right for you to grow up in a place like this. My expectations, my loneliness, my fear. For you, my child, I will put them aside. She's going to let me go. If you truly wish to leave the ruins, I will not stop you. However, when you leave, please do not come back. I hope you understand. She gives you a big hug. And here we have Toriel's music again. But I think it's a little bit slower than before. Goodbye, my child. So now, it's not just her theme, but it's also goodbye music at this point. And we may hear this music again, but probably not just like this. Furby's still spamming E's in the chat. Thank you, Furbies. Really happy to have you here. Now, there's no music here. And it's kind of a little tension point. But as we leave here, we'll be greeted with a new tune that we have not heard before. Oh, and Flowey again. Clever, very clever. You think you're really smart, don't you? In this world, it's kill or be killed. So you were able to play your own rules. You spared the life of a single person. I bet you feel really great. You didn't kill anybody this time. But what will you do if you meet a relentless killer? You'll die and you'll die and you'll die until you're tired of trying. What will you do then? Will you kill out of frustration, or will you give up entirely on this world and let me inherit the power to control it? I'm the prince of this world's future. Don't worry, my little monarch. My plan isn't regicide. This is so much more interesting. Whoa. It's very interesting, because that right there was an Easter egg that I have not seen before in this playthrough, in my playthroughs of the game. So, Flowey and several other characters kind of have a fourth wall awareness, and they sort of know that you as the player have played through the game a few times, unless you do a full, complete reset of the game, which I did not do just before starting this run today. Furby says, I want to get myself a plastical surgery so that they change me into E letter. Unfortunately, I won't be able to type or see after that. Wahoo, who the F cares? Let's be a living letter. Yeah, that would be amazing, Furbies. Best of luck in trying to become the letter E in your life. So we're going to go out here, and we'll have some new music. Very nice. E moment. Yes. And that, all of that was a prelude to the beginning of the game, which is right here. So I really love this track. It sort of doesn't make any sense, but it really instills a sense of unease in the gamer. At least it does for me. And what's interesting is you can look up at this bush right here, or this rock, whatever it is. He says, question mark, there's a camera hidden in the bushes. And you start to realize that someone is monitoring this door, and they may be monitoring you. So let's keep going. The music changes slightly as you progress through these first few footsteps. a stick here. Don't need to talk about that. And now we notice that it's broken for some reason. We watch carefully here on the left. See a shadow there? Not there anymore. We don't know who that is quite yet. Well, I know who it is, but you don't. If you have not played this game. And see how the music has kind of escalated, gotten more and more intense, reaching a kind of weird climax here. And this maybe isn't a track, but some eerie snow steps. Human, don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand. Oh, who are you? The old whoopee cushion in the hand trick. It's always funny. Anyways, you're a human, right? That's hilarious. I'm Sans. Sans the skeleton. I'm actually supposed to be on watch for humans right now. But, you know, I don't really care about capturing anybody. Now, my brother, Papyrus, he's a human hunting fanatic. Hey, actually, I think that's him over there. So this music is cool because it's sort of like Sans' theme. Sans is a very unique, quirky character that has a lot of depth. And there are many, many Easter eggs in this game associated with him. He's kind of very mysterious. His origins are somewhat unknown. Although there was a lot of fan speculation about he and his brother's origins. So let's keep going. I have an idea. Go through this gate thingy. Yeah, go right through. My bro made the bars too wide to stop anyone. Brings you through. Quick, behind that conveniently shaped lamp. I'm gonna hide behind this conveniently shaped lamp. And now we have a new tune. Which kind of sounds like this funny, diabolical kind of like music that you would hear maybe for an adversary. It's a great tune. This is Papyrus, Sans' brother. They're both skeleton bros. Sup, bro? You know what's up, brother. It's been 8 days and you still haven't recalibrated your puzzles. You just hang around outside your station. What are you even doing? Staring at this lamp. It's really cool. Do you want to look? No, I don't have time for that. What if a human comes through here? I want to be ready. I will be the one. I must be the one. I will capture a human. Then I, the great Papyrus, will get all the things I utterly deserve. Respect, recognition. I will finally be able to join the Royal Guard. People will ask to be my friend. I will bathe in a shower of kisses every morning. Maybe this lamp will help you. Sans, you're not helping, you lazy bones. All you do is sit and boondoggle. You get lazier and lazier every day. Hey, take it easy. I've done a ton of work today. A skeleton. Ooh. Sans, come on, you're smiling. I am, and I hate it. Why does someone as great as me have to do so much just to get some recognition? Wow. Sounds like you're really working yourself down to the bone. Ooh. I will attend to my puzzles. As for your work, put a little more backbone into it. Yeah. So Sans and Papyrus are kind of like this duo. Sans is kind of they're both kind of goofy, at least in this context of a pacifist run. Okay, you can come out now. And now I can move around. There's no music at this moment. You ought to get going. He might come back. And if he does, you'll have to sit through more of my hilarious jokes. What's the holdup? Look, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a dark cavern filled with skeletons and horrible monsters. They're not horrible, man. I know what your guys' deal is. Actually, hey, hate to bother you, but can you do me a favor? I was thinking, my brother's been kind of down lately. He's never seen a human before, and seeing you might just make his day. Don't worry, he's not dangerous. Even if he tries to be. Thanks a million. I'll be up ahead. As he walks backwards. So now, as we really begin this snowy area, we're greeted with this new track, which I believe is called Snowy in the original soundtrack. And what's cool is it has kind of a cold vibe to it. Hey Furbies, thanks so much for stopping by. Go have a nice sleep. Try not to scream too many E's in your sleep. Take it easy, bro. We're gonna keep moving here. The convenience of that lamp still fills you with determination. Save it. This is a very cool track. And what's cool about this track is not just the actual composition of it, but also that it involves some live instrumentation. So you can hear it begins with a piano and slowly move into some further development by the addition of cello and perhaps violin and I think like a flute, some kind of flute. We'll hear that in a second here as I progress through this area. I don't really need to do any of this. I'm going to put some silly things away. I don't need this knife. I'm going to take away all these things. Boxes allow you to store things, sort of like in Resident Evil. You can put things in boxes, and boxes later in the game will have those same items in them that you stored there. Let's keep going. So, as I was saying about Undyne, this is cool because you're going to hear this track many times at the beginning of the game when you run into Papyrus. Sans, oh my god, is that a human? Actually, I think that's a rock. Oh. Hey, what's that in front of the rock? Oh my god. Is that a human? Yes. Oh my god. Sans, I finally did it. Undyne will... I'll be so popular. Human, you shall not pass this area. I, the Great Papyrus, will stop you. I will then capture you. You will be delivered to the capital. Then I'm not sure what's next. In any case, continue, only if you dare. Well, that went well. Don't sweat it, kid. I'll keep an eye socket out for you. Alright, thanks, Rose. So I really enjoy that transition of music because, like I said before, these leitmotifs are themes of music that are associated with different characters. And sometimes a character or a part of a character is transformed through the music into a new setting. Of course, this battle music right here is the same. Now, I already know what to do. I need to just laugh at his jokes in order to get past him without hurting him. Very simple fight. Not even a fight, but I have to do it a couple times. Dodge his stuff a couple times. Really interesting. Okay. His attacks sort of get weaker as he gets happier. I have to laugh at his jokes. Oh, sorry. I have to let him tell a joke first. So hold on a second. If you spare him, he'll probably tell a joke. Chill out, he says. So that's his joke. It's not that funny. He's not that funny. Okay, now laugh at the joke. And he knows that he's funny now. Dad was wrong! And now he's not really attacking you. Hardly at all. Now I should be able to mercy him. Good. Keep going. I'm not spending a ton of time on this dialogue. Try to get to some of the music. Here's a very special character. Who's this? Did something move? Was it my imagination? I can only see moving things. For something was moving, for example, a human, I'll make sure it never moves again. Okay. This is a special enemy. He's not really a boss, but he, he's just a doggo who wants to be pet. Don't move an inch. So this introduces a certain new type of dodging mechanic in the game, where as if you see a blue obstacle within that square, you need to not move in order for it to miss you. Can't spare him yet. Can pet him a couple times and he gets happy. Says, pat, pat. Oh, you're patting me? Yeah, I patted you, doggo. So now he is tamed. Something pet me. Something that isn't moving. I'm gonna need some dog treats for this. And now you can ring his little bell to bring him back. Hello? Is anybody there? No? And he kind of says some other dialogue. Got some dogs treats that people have been smoking for some reason. And here's Sans again. And he tells you a little bit about blue attacks, and it's kind of funny. And he's kind of making a cute little joke there about different colors, but he is kind of warning you about the different colors. Okay, good. I need to just ignore this guy a couple times, because he's really proud of his hat. And really needs attention. If you ignore him a couple times, he'll seem defeated, and you can just move past him. Spare him. Good. We are blazing through this game. I don't know. Oh, there's a snowman. Snowman! Hello, I'm a snowman. I want to see the world, but I can't move. If you would be so kind, traveler, please take a piece of me and bring it very far away, and then I will take it, just for fun. He wants you to take a piece of himself all over the world, because he can't go anywhere. Now, funny thing in the genocide run, if you meet that snowman, you can keep taking pieces of him until he's not alive anymore. So here we have another Papyrus track. You're so lazy. You were napping all night. I think that's called sleeping. Excuses, excuses. Oh no, the human arrives. In order to stop you, my brother and I have created some puzzles. I think you'll find this one quite shocking. Or you see, this is the invisible electricity maze. So I'm going to skip this because I've already done this a few times. I'm going to get to some of the music. Now, one thing I've never done is walk around the puzzle. I think you could just straight up walk around this, but what I'm going to do is make him happy. And make him pleased with himself. Let's do this. Very nice. Slippery snail. Keep going. What does Sansi say? Seems happy. Okay, good. Good. Still in the snowy area. This guy's selling ice cream. Or he calls it nice cream. I'm going to buy one. Actually, I'm going to buy 2 of those. So those are pretty good heals for this point of the game. And I think you notice here, or in one of these, that there's another camera. Anyway, throw this snowball down in the hole here. Fun little kind of an Easter egg. And what happens is you get sort of a different flag here, depending on what you've been doing in the game. Green, your concern and care for Ball led you to a delicious victory, and it gives you 1G. And there's a camera hidden inside this lump of snow. Sansa's here, wants to sell you something. I'm just not going to buy. Just not going to do anything with that. Got some sort of secrets alluding to what you need to do later. Up there with some doggo boss fight coming up. Here is a... It looks like a snowball. Actually, it's a snow decahedron. Yeah. Okay, more papyrus. Gonna skip a lot of this. Do the puzzle. It's not really a puzzle. I'm not sure what happens if you do that a bunch of times. Okay, we're gonna skip this. But he's happy because I tried. Yes! Humans must be very intelligent. So I agree with him that his type of puzzle is difficult. Okay, good. And now, Got some more sort of Papyrus Easter egg here. It talks about spaghetti. Learn more later on what that's about. And yeah, so we're going over here. Very nice. Hit this secret switch here. And the switch is stuck. Okay, got a lesser dog here. All I have to do is pet. He just wants the pets. Okay. Whoop. Very nice. Let's keep going. I think I can mercy him now. Sad thing is when you do a genocide run, you have to kill all these puppos. It's really hard, really sad. But it's kind of funny. You do kind of get numb to it by the end of the game. Now here's another encounter here. And I'm not sure if this has special music, this particular dog duo fight. But there was a special little tune right there to show them sniffing you. Okay, we basically just have the regular fight music here. Now, this is interesting. You basically need to roll around in the snow and dirt so that you begin to smell like a puppo. Pretty easy dodging, for me at least. And if you remember... Okay, they're too suspicious of me to pet them yet. Shit. But, as you notice, there's some blue hearts here that I can just dodge by holding still. Keep acting, and I think I need to let them re-sniff me. And I smell like dirt, so that's good. They think I'm a puppy. These two pups are in love with each other. Just adorable. How nice. Good. Can I mercy them yet? I can't do it yet. I think I can pet them. He pet Dogami. And he thinks another puppy pet him. How adorable. Before this, they don't really realize that puppies could pet each other. Now, I can't spare them yet. But I'll pet them again. I'm not totally sure what causes them. Maybe you have to do it to both, I think. Maybe pet both of them. Now they know that you can pet each other. Sort of the point. And now the attacks are getting harder for some reason because they have more love to give you. And now I can spare them both. Wonderful. It's a cute little doggy boss fight. Dogs can pet other dogs. A new world has opened up for us. Thanks, weird puppy. Not actually a puppy, but most of the dogs in this game are kind of blind for some reason. Okay, just a silly puzzle. Just hit the switch. Where you hit these two X's. Very simple. What? How did you avoid my trap? And more importantly, is there any left for me? What do you tell Papyrus about his spaghetti? I'm gonna say I ate it. And he is happy that I ate it. Even though I didn't actually. I'm just trying to make him happy because later on we can go on a special date with him. Okay. Talks about sock collection with his brother, and there's a reason for that. The lore and Toriel. But I don't really need to do any of this. Fun fact is that this whole area, if you're on a genocide run, the whole area will have puzzles that are already solved by Flowey. I did it. Oh no, I didn't do it. Shoot. That probably resets it. So I need to do all of these and hit the switch. Start here. Go this way. Gonna do this very kind of a backwards way. But it is possible to do this. Don't have to do it in one walkthrough. Okay, good. Now hit the switch, and we've done it. Wow, you solved it! If you do a genocide run of this, Flowey will have solved all of these puzzles. So yeah, we can kind of hear in the music here, it's kind of developed further with some harmonics from the strings, and like a flute, and the piano. Very special. Good job. Skip this. Okay, good. Thank you, Sans. Okay, and here's this theme again. The puzzle-solving theme of Papyrus. I don't need to read any of this. I'm going to say, of course. And then there's not really much to do. But this puzzle machine sound is cool. Very interesting. And then he just spins away awkwardly. Okay, very nice. Greeted with the snowy theme again. Okay. Good. Just keep going. Good. We have a little doggo here. He is kind of making a snow sculpture. Good. Cow guy here. I don't really need to do anything with that. Fun little Easter egg down here with Sans and Papyrus have built snow statues of themselves. Now here's a sliding puzzle, which isn't too difficult. Now, this area, the snowy area, features some ice that you cannot stop sliding on. Okay, so that does that. If we go forward, we slide through these trees. Piece of snow on our head. It looked like a little bird. Now if you go back, fun little Easter egg. There's a house on your head. I haven't actually seen all of these. Some kind of lump there. There's a couple times. Lump of snow. You can get some different objects on your head here. Little birdie. And I've seen Toby the dog a couple times. Okay, cool. So let's go down here. There's a special track. We talked to Sans a little bit, but he doesn't really say much. There's these dudes with eyeballs here for some reason. And a special enemy here that you can undecorate to get him to leave you alone. Very interesting. Okay, let's just undecorate him a few times. Okay, hurts you a little bit. Not really a problem. His antlers are made of trees, so some mean little kids have decorated his horns with ornaments and other garbage. Now I could spare him. That guy only appears in this one little area, as far as I know. What does Sans say? Say, you following me? Okay. There's a cool little Easter egg over here with a house. And if you wait for a moment. I don't really know what that house is. I don't know who lives there. But somebody comes out. And they look around for some reason. I don't know who that is. Nobody really knows. If you go in here. There's a very special tune here. And we'll just listen to it for a moment. It's a very mysterious track. And if you read a bit about this game, you kind of learn there's kind of an Easter egg behind this door that you can only get by doing a special thing with the end credits. You can also touch these little fairies. And they make that noise. Which is a higher and lower version of the same tones. Very cool. So, this is what I'm trying to kind of showcase in all of this, is that the music has a profound effect on this game. And we'll see some more of that very soon. If you look at every one of these little snowballs, they're all snow puffs. But if you look at all of them, you get some gold. So I'm going to do that really quick, just so I have some extra gold here. But we are almost out of this snowy area. There's a special snow pop right here. A little puppo. Yeah, he's happy. Yes, it's a dog in a suit of armor. So this is a boss fight of the Greater Dog. And this is the only time this tune shows up in the game, except that it is reused later on in sort of a darker, twisted version when you find some particular encounters that are in kind of an Easter egg area of the game, secret laboratory, where it's like this music, but it's different. But it kind of gives the music at that point of the game gives you a clue about the origin of a certain character that you are encountering, which is fascinating. Okay, so to get past him, I just have to check him. He's excited and thinks fighting is up for playing. Oh shit! I need to dodge his blue things. Beckon him like any dog. Call him over. Comes flecking slobber into your face. Good. Now notice he has blue attacks. He's seeking affection now. Pet him. Curls up in your lap. Gets comfortable and falls asleep. ZZZ. Then it wakes up. It's very excited. Oh my god, the barks. The barks. Oh man. I might want to just eat an ice cream here. Good. Good. Dodged it. Hey, Greater Dog, now he wants to play. Make a snowball and throw it at the dog at the fetch. Splats on the ground. Greater Dog picks up all the snow in the air and brings it to you. And now the dog is very tired and rests his head on you. Good. And he wants some TLC. And now you just pet him one more time. As you pet the dog, it sinks its entire weight into you. Your movement's slow. But you still haven't pet enough. He wants more pets, so I'm gonna give it to him to give him the pacifist run here. Pet him one more time. You pet decisively. Pet capacity reaches 100%. The dog flops over. And fuck, the barks. This doggy barks. Okay, and he's contented. And now you can spare him. Yeah, it's really interesting though, because if you fight this enemy in a genocide run, he will die in one hit. DOGGO, he's very happy, loves me, jumps back in the armor, strolls off. Inexplicably. So we're almost out of the snowy area, but we're gonna get to a town, and I believe the music changes there to a new track. It's these guys again. I'm gonna skip this. Papyrus has one last set of obstacles for you, which he doesn't end up do anything with, because he feels that it would be dishonorable to use these traps on you. And he elects to fight you himself later on. What are you looking at? This was another decisive victory for Papyrus. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, real decisive. What's very cool is how these cutscenes with Papyrus at the beginning of the game completely change, though. If you're doing a genocide run, they are way, way different than this. He says different things, they both say different things, and it's very different. I don't know why my brother's going to do now. If I were you, I would make sure I understand blue attacks. Okay. Thank you, Sansi. So here we are in the friendly town of Snowdin. It's been snowed in by snow. Very welcoming, very cheerful. And again, this kind of mixes piano and pizzicato strings. Very welcoming and happy. And what you'll notice is that this music, after we save it here, is reused. This music is reused. And this is what I'm talking about with leitmotif. Reused as you go into the shop, as you'll hear right now. Of course, it's in a different key here. But here we have the shop owner. But again, it's this musical theme. It's very special in this game. There's several of these that are reused many times. You can talk to her, but I don't really want to. I will buy the bandana. Yes. I will also buy the bicycle. I'm going to buy 2 of those. Bicycles you can use twice as a healing item. Really beautiful music. So again, this kind of has that kind of like Totoro kind of like Spirited Away kind of feel to it. Lighthearted adventure music. Really beautiful. Very special. I can't sell her things. Bye now. Come again. And now we have the Snowdin music again. So, I'm just going to equip this manly bandana, since it's better than what I have. I can get rid of the faded ribbon. And we will keep everything except for the snowman piece in our inventory. You want to have some heals. Snowman piece is a heal, but you kind of want to save it because it heals quite a bit of health. Particularly if you do a genocide run, you will need the snowman pieces in some of your fights. You absolutely will need them. Okay, cool. You go into the inn. Now the music stays the same here, but if you go upstairs, you can take a nap. And there's a special little musical Easter egg here, as we will see right now. So those snoring ghosts, whatever they are, they do a little snore-a-thon for the listener. And we had a great sleep, and she doesn't actually charge you anything, which is nice. So you can just rest. There's passageways, a bunch of characters you can talk to. You don't really need to talk to any of them. Talk to this kid, though. He's kind of important. Don't really need to... I wonder if that weird skeleton is an adult or a kid. Yeah, it's very hard to tell, isn't it? Very hard. We have Grillby's here. Let's see what the music is like in there. Now you might notice here, this is the same music associated with Sans earlier. And this is where Sans likes to hang out. And you have a few little hangout sessions with him later on. Love this tune. This has a very Earthbound-ish kind of tone to it. If you've played that game before. These characters all say interesting things, but we're not looking at that right now. We're going to keep going. None of them say really anything that important to your quest. And if you go up here, sometimes you'll get a sort of an Easter egg, but I am not getting it this time. But the music right here is this river sound, which is cool. We will hear that later on, too. Got this funny dog over here throwing ice blocks into the river. So what's great about this music in Snowdin, you know, this is just a happy little town of villagers all doing their happy little thing. Some rocks here that talk. And it kind of captures that lighthearted and cheerful world of the monsters. They're not really monsters. They're actually just nice creatures. Here's the library. Go in. Music stays the same. Some interesting things. There was a character here that you encountered in a fight. This guy on the right. But he is alive. Now, funny thing, if you do a genocide run of this game, you will come to this town and everyone is gone. Everyone has run away because they're terrified of you. Which is very interesting. Okay, very nice. Let's keep going. Good. This is Sans and Papyrus' house. Can't go in there yet. Actually, no, I can't, right? It's locked. Okay, good. Here's a shed next to their house. So we're going to keep going. I think I already saved it. And coming up, we have a few new tracks to listen to. Or at least one track. We run into our special friend. Human. Allow me to tell you about some complex feelings. Feelings like the joy of finding another pasta lover, the admiration for another's puzzle-solving skills, the desire to have a cool, smart person think you are cool. These feelings, they must be what you are feeling right now. I can hardly imagine what it must be like to feel that way. After all, I am very great. I don't even wonder what having lots of friends is like. I pity you, lonely human. Worry not, you shall be lonely no longer. I, the great Papyrus, will be your... No, this is all wrong. I can't be your friend. You're a human. I must capture you. Then I can fulfill my lifelong dream. Powerful, popular, prestigious. That's Papyrus, the newest member of the Royal Guard. Okay. So now we have Papyrus's theme here in his boss fight. Now again, you don't have to kill him. I'm gonna do something interesting right now. So I'm gonna let him beat me. Interesting thing about this fight is that Papyrus cannot kill you, and he will never kill you. So you won't fight. Then let's see if you can handle my fabled blue attack. Okay, just hold still, because blue doesn't hurt you if you hold still. Wow, how scary. How difficult. Okay. Ah, you almost hit me. Now what that does is turn your heart blue, and then you have to then dodge white things. And it also turns your heart into kind of a jumping puzzle instead of a dodging in any direction puzzle. You're blue now. That's my attack. Yeah. So now we're greeted with this very cool remix of Papyrus's theme. Because now the real boss fight has begun. Super cool. A little bit heavier, a little bit danker. Got some very deep beats to it. Super cool. I'm going to keep mercying him, but I'm going to die on purpose because there's an Easter egg I want to see. Spare him. Behold! Just let him hit me. Don't let him hit me a lot. I'll try to die. He's trying hard to play it cool. Just keep sparing him. Just going to try getting hit. And I will only do this once because there's a particular thing that I've never done before with this. Very nice. Keep getting hit. Not a hard fight, especially compared to some of the fights I've been through in this game. But something special happens when you die here. And you can't really die. 1 health. Oh, that should have killed me. You're too weak. I was easily able to capture you. I will now send you to the capture zone. Or as Sans calls it, our garage. You're in the doghouse now. Yeah. No, I've never actually seen this before. He's put some bars here that are very easy to walk through. What does this note say? It's a note from Papyrus. Sorry, I have to lock you in the guest room until Undyne arrives. Feel free to make yourself at home. Refreshments and accommodations have been provided. Nyefully yours, Papyrus. What's this? The squeaky chew toy. I'm not a dog, bro. Unfortunately, it's just dry food. And the dog bed says it's too small to sleep on for me. And there's a little mouse hole there. But I can't really do anything about it. Can't look through the window. And there's some bars that are too easy to walk through. So that's a funny little Easter egg. You can only see that if you let him beat you once. Now, my health is full again, so I'm just going to go back. And we'll check out that boss fight again. Very cool. I love how the music changes in the middle of it. Because at that point, you know that things are a little more serious. You need to pay more attention. And that's kind of what the music does in this game. And it gives you clues about what's expected of you as the player all of a sudden. Especially if the music gets very intense. Oh, where could that human have gone? Wait, it's right in front of me. Oh, hello. I was worried that you had gotten lost. It sure is a relief to know that you're right here. Wait a second. You're not supposed to escape. Get back there. Okay, now we have to fight again. Now, it just begins with that heavy track. But my heart is still red. Behold. So now, I'm just going to jump these blue hurting bones. He's rattling his bones. How high can you jump? Jump. Jump. And what's so amazing about this is that these types of attacks are in Sans' final fight, which I just beat yesterday in a different playthrough. Except 1,000 times more difficult. Keep sparing him. Yeah, don't make me use my special attack. Yeah. Special attack. This is so effing easy. It hurts. He's kind of... I can almost taste my future popularity. Okay, good. Keep going. Great. Oop. Little fake out there. Okay, great. Hard to play it cool. Keep sparing him. Ooh, hit a bone there. Trying to play cool. Keep dodging. Hold still. Shove with this bone. So, Sans' special fight at the very end of Genocide is very much like this fight. Except a billion times harder. But we did it yesterday, and it was amazing. It took me like 20 tries or so, I want to say. But we did it on stream, and it took about 3 hours, and we saw a very special ending to this game. Okay, he's preparing his bone attack. We're just kind of skipping some of this. And if you're just tuning in, we're kind of doing a musical feature run right now. So I'm not reading the text so much. I normally narrate all of this. The king will trim a hedge in my likeness. We're going to jump here. God, this is just way, way easier than Sans' fight. But it's very much like this. My brother, well, he won't change very much. Jump this. Jump it. Jump it. Nice. Super simple. Lots to admire. Let's keep going. If you're just joining us, let me know what your favorite tune in this game is. And we can talk about it. Keep sparing him. How will I know if people sincerely like me? I love Papyrus. Such a great character. It's too bad I had to murder him in the last run, but it was worth it to see the special kind of endings you get to see in the Genocide run. He's preparing his bone attack. Someone like you is something something. Let's go. So chill, this fight. I cannot even describe to you. I don't think they'll let you go. Okay, hold still, hold still, hold still, hold still. Good. Oh, well, he got me with a sneaky attack there. Keep going. After you're captured and sent away. So I let him beat me once just a second ago because I had never seen the Easter egg where he puts you in the doghouse. Alright, who cares? Give up. Good. Okay. What's funny about this theme is that in this remix of it, it almost has like a kind of Balkan band feel. If you've ever heard Balkan music before. Very, very interesting. Got that heaviness. It's also got some like accordion in it or something. Give up or face my special attack. Okay. Just gonna dodge one or two more times here. Okay, I got hit again. He's cackling. I don't know if I have to do something. Oh, I didn't flirt with him. Yeah, very soon I will use my special attack. Okay. I almost forgot to flirt with him. I need to make sure that I flirt. And he whispers, yeah, haha. Flirt with him again? Well, I guess I can't do it. Too long. I will use the special attack. I don't know if I just keep dodging right now. I think I just keep dodging for a while. But you have to do it a few times. I'm going to use a ice cream. Are those claws natural? Your HP was maxed out. This is your last chance. Perform my special attack. Okay. 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 Good. He's cackling still. At some point you can flirt with him. Behold, my special attack. Oh, it's this dog. What the heck? That's my special attack. Hey, you stupid dog. Do you hear me? Stop punching on that bone. Hey, what are you doing? Come back here with my special attack. Need to dodge something here. Oh well. I'll just use a really cool regular attack. Papyrus is getting ready for a regular attack. I don't know if I can flirt with him now. He's too busy fighting. Okay. Here's an absolutely normal attack. Okay, this now is a combination of everything that he has done so far. Kind of just jump in the middle, it seems. It's good to know. Good. Doggo. Cool. Dude. Skateboarder. Yeah. And then you do a super jump here. Over the bone. I love that moment. And that's it. Probably. One little tiny little bone here. Watch out for that one. Might hit you, but probably not. Might be another bone. Well, it's clear you can't beat me. Yeah, I can see you shaking in your boots. Therefore I, the great Papyrus, elect to grant you pity. I will spare you human. Now's your chance to accept my mercy. So he kind of tells you what to do. But you can flirt with him now. Or maybe not. Maybe I effed it up and I can't flirt with him. Oh no. Flirt with him. Oh no. Oh no. I may need to reload actually. To flirt with him. Maybe you needed to flirt with him in the first place. What does he say here? I can't even stop someone as weak as you. Undyne's going to be disappointed in me. I'll never join the Royal Guard, and my friend quantity will remain stagnant. What should you say? Let's be friends. What a lose. We'll be friends with them. Really? You want to be friends with me? Well then, I guess I can make an allowance for you. Wow, I have friends! And who knew that all I needed to do was make them solve awful puzzles and then fight them. You taught me a lot, human. I hereby grant you permission to pass through. I'll give you directions to the surface. Continue forward until you reach the cavern. When you reach the capital, cross the barrier. That's the magical seal. Keep going. That's why the king wants to acquire human... wants to be... this monster to reach the surface. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. To reach the exit, you will have to pass through the king's castle. The king of all monsters. He is, well, the big fuzzy pushover. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, just gotta ask him to go home. Feel free to come by and hang out. He jumps over you. Now let me just go talk and see if I can go on a special date encounter with him. I'm not sure that I was able... Well, let's see what he says. So, you came back to see me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time. Take me there. Happy. Okay. Walks around in a circle. Amazing. My house. Let's go inside. There is perhaps some different music here. Let's see. So here you're greeted with Sans' music. I'm impressed. I increased the height of my sink, and there's this dog inside. Some funny little doggo music here. You can see the look on the dog's face. It's like, what? Catch that meddling canine? Curses. Sans, stop plaguing my life with incidental music. This game is full of incidental music. Okay. And he bakes quiche, which is a different kind of Easter egg in this game. Food museum, fridge, okay, trash can. Okay. Good. I don't know if I can go on a date with him, though. Let me see. Can I go in his room? That's my room. If you finish looking around, we could go in and hang out like a pair of very cool friends. Go inside. Sure. Let's hang out. So I think I missed some dialogue in his fight. Unfortunately. Which would allow me to... So, if you've seen everything, do you want to... Okay. Well, let's see what he says for the hangouts. I don't know what this is. Yes. Okay, let's hang out 10. Hangout. Start. Here we are, hanging out. Now, this is one of my favorite tracks in the game, for sure. Of course, this time I'm not dating him, I'm just hanging out with him. And what you'll notice is that this is a recycling of that theme from Snowdin, which we've heard a few different times now, and this is the third way that you hear it. So it's similar notes, but perhaps in a different key with a different beat. This is specifically the dating track from the original soundtrack. I love this tune. Goes through some nice development. I don't know what this is like here in the Hangout. Let's see what he says. Actually, never done this before, but don't worry. You can't spell prepared without several letters from my name. I snagged an official Hangout guidebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see. Step 1, press the C key on your keyboard for Friendship HUD. It's Friday, which it actually is. So this is very much like the dating HUD, except instead of Hangout, it's referred to as dating in the game. When you've done it the right, when you do his fight the right way, and you ask him, or sorry, you flirt with him in the fight, this is actually a date instead of a hangout. Love this track. Yeah. Nice. Awesome. Really cool. Such a great track. Amazing. And it restarts. So now we're just hanging out with him. Him and I, the great Papyrus, will hang out with you. Sure. Let's hang out. Really wowie. Step 3. Put on nice clothes to show you care. And now there's another track associated with the date, or the hangout in this case, which is Dating Intensifies is what the track is called. And that is probably what's about to happen. And that's exactly what you're hearing right now. Wear clothing. That bandana around your head. You're wearing clothing right now. Not only that, earlier today you were also wearing clothing. No, could it be? You've wanted to hang out with me from the very beginning? I have. It blows his mind. It blows his mind. No. You planned it all along. You're way better at hanging out than I am. No, your friendship power. So normally this is dating if you're on a date. So, as the date or the hangout intensifies here, the music also intensifies. And here we have that melody again, but it's remixed, much more intense, kind of electro funk. Super cool. And I'm not totally sure because I don't play a lot of like video game dating games, but there are those in real life. And I think that perhaps this is like sort of an imitation of those games. I'm not totally sure because I've never played one of those kinds of dating simulator games. Don't think you've bested me yet. I, the Great Papyrus, have never been beaten at hanging out, and I never will. I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing. In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes, just in case someone wants to hang out. Behold! Cool dude. Yeah, what do you think of my secret style? I love it. No! A genuine compliment! Friendship growing. However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit. Therefore, what you just said is invalid. This hangout won't escalate any further unless you find my secret. But that won't happen. So then you can examine different parts of his body, holding my hand. So I'll tell you the answer. No, I must resist. Human souls are stronger than monster souls, but the soles of our shoes, on the other hand, are about the same. Got his shirt here. My shirt didn't originally look cool, but I improved it. Expert tip, all clothing articles can be approved this way. Love that. And then, my hat. My hat. My hat. Well then, you found my secret. I suppose I have no choice. It's a present. A present just for you. Let's open it. Spaghetti. Do you know what this is? Of course. Spaghetti. That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Right! But oh so wrong. This isn't any plain old pasta. This is an artisan's work. Silken spaghetti, finely aged in an oaken cask. Then cooked by me, Master Chief Papyrus. Human, it's time to end this. There's no way this can go any further. I'm gonna eat it. You take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. The taste is indescribable. What a passionate expression. You must really love my cooking. And by extension, me. Maybe even more than I do. Oh. No. Friendship level off the charts. Human, it's clear now. You're completely obsessed with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. I, Papyrus. Well, I'm flattered you care so much, but maybe cool it a little bit. You are a very nice person. Glad we're friends, but I think you can reach your max potential if you live more for your own sake rather than just for mine. Hey, I know the solution. You should hang out with my boss, Undyne. I think if you spread your friend energy out more, you'll have a more healthy lifestyle. Yeah, let's be friends with Undyne. Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number. You can call me anytime, platonically. Well, gotta go. Yeah. Great. And that's the friendship encounter. Great. I don't need to read any of this. I've done that all before. Your son's room, but I can't go in it. Door's locked. There's some otherworldly thing going on there. Find some coins in the couch. Nice. Good. Now we gotta keep going. Because we want to find more musical moments. But that date music is ultra lit. One of my favorite moments in this game. Super cool. Super cool. Okay, let's keep going. I've got this waterfall track. Of course, there is an actual area called Waterfall in this game, but this is kind of a river sound. Let's keep going. Now we have Sans music again. Okay. And do this. Sound of rushing water fills you with determination. Save it. Good. So that's cool. I still get to go on the hangout date, even though I didn't flirt with him. So now Sans. What? You haven't seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Grillby's. Want to come? Sure. Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. Very cool. Over here, I know a shortcut. In the wrong direction. Fast shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone! Okay, so he says some things. Everybody welcomes you. And then you... kind of sit on a whoopee cushion again, because he likes to do that. So you can get a fry or a burger. So this particular conversation where you're hanging out with him has a special musical moment, and you will see that very soon. Burger. Grillby will have double or burg. So he kind of talks to you a little bit. So what do you think of my brother? He's very cool. Of course he's cool. Okay, and then he brings you burgers. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup? Yes. Bon appetit. Tip the ketchup. Cap falls off. All the ketchup falls on your food. Whoops. Forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway. So now... Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries really hard. Like how he keeps trying to be part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the House of the Head, blah, 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 blah. Good. It's still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. So here in this special conversation that you can have with Sans here, you don't have to do this in the game. You don't have to do this in your playthrough. But he ends up kind of talking about some of the lore of the game. He's talking about a talking flower. And there are types of flowers in this game that hear voices, and they kind of will listen and repeat what is heard by whatever character is near them. But the flower that he's talking about is highlighted in yellow. Now, if we remember the beginning of the game, there's a certain flower you run into very early, and that's Flowey, who also has yellow highlights in some of their words, some of their text. And this music gets suddenly very cold. And so this is kind of like a thematic reference to that character. That character has been through some difficult things, as you learn as you play through this game a few times. So I will say, yes, I've heard of the flower. So you know all about it. The echo flower. So he's kind of talking about the echo flowers, which I was just saying about. They repeat what they hear around them. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them, and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Now we transition back into this normal feel of Grillby's with the music. And so that's a really good example of how music in a video game can change the tone very quickly. Well, that was a long break. I can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Could you foot the bill? No. Just kidding. Okay, good. Sansi. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot. Yeah, you did. So you see my burger is covered in ketchup. Okay, let's go. We're going to keep going here. But that's a very interesting encounter, and particularly that little conversation you have with him. Because kind of takes you to some cold music. Can I go back in here? No. So you can only get in the shed if you've lost the fight to Papyrus. But he doesn't actually kill you. He just puts you in there as a sort of prison with very wide bars that don't actually hold you at all. He's a nice guy. He doesn't really kill anything. As do most of the monsters in this game. They're all just friendly beasts. Let's hang out again sometime. Okay, cool. Great. Save it again. We'll go a little bit further. I'm gonna make it all the way to Waterfall if I can. Because... secret right here. Pick up the tutu. Yep. Got the old tutu. And what's cool about these items is they're in reference to other characters in this game that you don't know about unless you play through it a few times. Okay, item, but for now, it's a good defensive item. So we'll put it on better than what I have. Since I am not killing anything, I don't need to do damage. And let's put the manly bandana away. Yeah, I'll just do that. Great. And at this point, kind of go down here. And this is kind of what he's talking about, these echo flowers. And what it tells you is a clue to what I just found. I swore I saw something behind that rushing water. Somebody said that, but we don't know who it is. Very interesting. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Once we move past these very difficult rock dodging challenge. Oh my god, I almost fucked it up again. Okay, good. Keep going. Great. Very mysterious game. Oh, and here's a very special moment that changes dramatically with the music. Hi, Undyne. I'm here with my daily report. Regarding that human I called you about earlier. Did I fight him? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. But what? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undyne, but in the end, I failed. What? You're going to take the human soul yourself? But Undyne, you don't have to destroy them. You see, I understand. I'll help you in any way I can. So some very tense music there. And then... super cool. So what's cool about that moment is that not only is that an intense and foreboding track, but it's also a little bit spooky too. Got this little kid here. He's like a huge Undyne fan. That's what that character's name is, that armored character. And then got this very cool music here. This is the waterfall track. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. And that's what's so cool about this music. This music starts, it's kind of eerie, it's kind of intense. And it has like a nice journeying forward kind of tone to it, but kind of like what that save point just said. you, the player, find some of that feeling of dread with this track. I'm gonna keep going here. Again, we're just gonna be mercying all these characters. I have to outflex this guy, Aaron, in order to get past him easily. Outflex. To dodge his thick muscles. Watch out. Very nice. Not too hard. Flex one more time. And he flexes himself out of the room. Very cool. We're going to keep going. There are several little Easter eggs in this room, but I'm not going to go through them right now. But what you have to do is build a little bridge out of these pods. So what's so cool about this music, it really intensifies the game. That's kind of what I love about it. And part of what I wanted to show in this short little preview of the music. Ring. Hello, this is Papyrus. How did I get this number? It was easy. I just dialed every number sequentially until I got yours. Yeah. So, what are you wearing? I'm asking a friend. He asked me if I'm wearing the dusty tutu, which I am. Okay? He tells you that he's not going to tell his friend. More of these blue flowers. I don't really need to do any of this. I'm just trying to go quickly through this guy. This little Washua dude wants to clean you. So you let him clean you. And by getting the green speck at least once. Once you get that, you can mercy him. Keep going. Open the secret door here. And then we're here. Very cool tune here. Very cool track. Kind of like chimes, piano. It's very eerie. And this is the point of the game where you feel like you're deep underground, rummaging through a cave. Just keep going. And you've noticed that the music changes to sort of a weird, eerie river sound again. But we will see something very soon here. It's a very cool track. Only happens a few times in the game. That character, Undyne, is looking for you. Super cool. Totally intensifies. It gives you a feeling of needing to run away. Very nice. Okay. So skip this whenever we can. Basically, she doesn't find you yet. At this point. She finds your little yellow friend instead of you. Okay, keep going. Oh, and he says hi to you again. Like, I love Undyne. Oh my god, she touched my face. I'm never washing my face again. And he oofs himself over and over again. Okay, keep going. And now we've got this nice new track here. This track is called Calm Water. And what's interesting is that this music begins as you reach a save point. It's a calming feeling. Just went through some intense little encounters. And now it's your chance to save and heal if you got hurt. Knowing the mouse might one day extract the cheese from the mystical crystal fills you with determination. Great. I love this track. Very, very chill. Very, very chill. Very nice. Got some characters you can talk to. And you can look at the telescope if you want. You don't really have to. There's this weird dumpling dude. He doesn't know what stars are because underground there are no stars. But if you go in here, find this guy again, who will sell you more ice cream. Great. And I will buy a little bit more. Good. Okay, good. Got a couple of those. Gonna keep going. I don't need any of that. Keep going. Oh, I love this chill track. Very nice. This is very cool. You can go to the right, but you don't need to. And when you go down here, you're greeted with a new track, I believe. Or it's the same intense kind of underground. You can go over there and get ballet shoes, but I don't need them. Ballet shoes are a weapon. Ring. Hello, this is Papyrus, and he asks you... He tells you that he told his friend, or he didn't tell his friend, and you don't really know. Mercy these guys. Don't even have to fight them. Little mold, small goose. Love the music in here. So awesome. Really great. So while a lot of the music in this game is kind of 8-bit-ish, very retro, 8 and 16-bit homage music, some of it is live recorded like this. So it's very cool. Very, very cool. Let's keep going. We are again here. Oh! Dude wants to say hello to me. His name is Onion Sans. He's an onion fish. Or onion octopus. Onion San, sorry. Onion San. I'm gonna keep going. Got some anime looks and expressions there. Gooey, goofy. But they're nothing really special with the music at this point. Okay, cool. Great. Let's keep going. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Now here's a very cool musical Easter egg. And so as we're doing a pacifist run, we can talk our way or act our way through different scenarios with these enemies. Shiren hides in the corner but somehow encounters you anyway. So she's very shy. And if you check her, she says, tone deaf. She's too ashamed to sing her deadly song. Doesn't really sing anything at you because she's shy. But if you do this, you hum. You hum a jazz ballad. Shiren follows your melody. And she starts singing. And of course now you have to dodge those notes. Shiren seems much more comfortable singing along. Keep singing to her. And notice I could mercy her right there, but you keep singing her song. Hum some more. Monsters are drawn to the music. Suddenly, it's a concert. Here. Sans is selling tickets made of toilet paper. Keep humming. You hum some more and the seats are sold out. You feel like a rock star. The crowd tosses clothing. It's a storm of socks. Hum. You hum some more, but the constant attention, the tours, the groupies, it's all... Shiren thinks about her future. You can hum one last time. You and Shiren have come so far, but it's time. You both have your own journeys to embark on. Hum a farewell song. Final toot. It's the hardest one to dodge. And you win the fight. That's a cool little Easter egg because later on, there are other enemies that you can hum to, and if you've done that, you can use that hum on them, and they realize that you're humming Shiren's whole song. It's pretty cool. Coming up, there's another very special little Easter egg. And we'll do this very quickly. Here you notice the statue. It's a statue. The structures at its feet seem dry. The structures at its feet seem dry. Sad looking statue. And here you have, please take one, because there's a little trash can of umbrellas. Take an umbrella, take it. And you can go back here and you can put the umbrella on this statue to keep it dry. Place the umbrella atop the statue. Inside the statue, a music box begins to play. This is a very pretty little melody, but it's also a clue to a puzzle. And it's kind of giving you some instructions there above the statue. So if you go back here into this other room, go up here, and you have a piano. And it tells you there's some notes. And if you play the melody that it referred to, sorry. You can go in this room. Let's go up here. And here's a very funny little moment. There's an item here. It's a legendary artifact. Will you take it? I would like to take it. Just, you're carrying too many dogs. And you're like, what? What do you mean I'm carrying too many dogs? Look at the dog info. Annoying dog, dog. A little white dog. It's fast asleep. How did this get in my inventory? You say to yourself. Use the dog. You deployed the dog. The dog absorbs the artifact. So this is a special little musical Easter egg again that is only found at this moment. A little kitty. Funny thing about that dog is that he's sort of referenced as he's like a representation of the character of Toby Fox, who created most of this game. And now if you check your inventory, you have this dog residue, which is a whole thing, and you can do some things with that, but I won't have to run out with that right now. So we keep going. Oh, I'll take the umbrella. Even though I don't really need it, but we'll just keep going. So not only does this game have amazing music, but it has amazing sound effects as well. And this is one of those special moments. Yeah, this kid will follow you because you've got the umbrella. He'll follow you anyway, even if you don't have the umbrella. It's cool. It's been a very cool stream today. Kind of just looking around for these special musical moments. Undyne's so cool. Yeah, he loves Undyne. He thinks she's the best. She's the guardian of the galaxy. Keep going here. Okay, I don't need to talk about any of this. Good. And here's a very special Undertale moment. Visually, anyway. You can look here with a kid. I don't know if anything happens if you just stand here. Perhaps it does. Let's see. Pretty cool. There's still the sound of rain, but it's changed slightly. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna put this back. And I can't get up by myself, but he's like climbing my shoulders and go up. And then he's like, I'll find another way around. Good. Thanks, kid. Take care of yourself, kid, please. Okay, good. I can save it here. The serene sound of a distant music box. It fills you with determination. That's cool because that's referring to the puzzle you solved earlier with the music box. And here we have some more of this cool music. Our special character. Now already there's no music and the shadow is here. You kind of know something's about to happen. You just don't know what. Oh! I love this music. It's kind of like the run for your life music. Oh. So I kind of have done this a few times, so not too difficult for me. Pro gamer. Good. Okay. And this way. For no reason. So notice that the spear itself doesn't do damage to you. It takes you into that fight, and that's where the spears hit you. It's cool. Nice little touch there. Okay, we're gonna keep going. That's pretty much the whole thing. Keep going. You have to keep dodging it though. You're like, oh no, it's a dead end. Music fades away, and it takes you over here. Got Undyne here, sending you to the abyss. And then we have some text here in a voice you haven't heard before. And that's a memory that is not actually yours, but I won't talk too much about that. I'll just say that though you've given yourself a name at the beginning of this run, your character is not actually Dulcet. I'll just say that. It's not actually the name that you've given yourself. Okay, so now we're in the sewers here. A bunch of trash from the human world arrives down here somehow. And save it. And it says, the waterfall here seems to flow from the ceiling of the cavern. Occasionally, a piece of trash will flow through and fall into the bottomless abyss below. Viewing this endless cycle of worthless garbage, it fills you with determination. Very cool. Let's keep going. And then coming up here, just a couple little Easter eggs here. You don't really do anything, but I'm going to grab these astronaut food, which are healing items. I got 2 of those. Okay, good. And then here's a little dude. You can just walk past him. But he wants a piece of you. Nice little musical blurb right there. So he's challenging you to a fight. He's gonna keep going. He hates you. How dare you ignore him, blah, blah, blah. So, this is the Mad Dummy fight. And what we don't know at this point is that this guy is related to Napstablook. And what's cool is that his music, kind of like what I said before, is sort of in a jazzy beat, jazzy style. Pretty cool. Like big bandish. So all you gotta do with him is, I don't even think you can talk to him, just mercy him over and over. Just dodge his attacks. He sort of throws dust balls at you that you have to hit him with. His little dummy buddies want to help him out. And what you gotta do is just cause them to hit him. Keep mercying him. Good, some of those will hit him. Awesome. Mad Dummy is hopping mad. Cool. like I said, this is my, what, 4th time through this game, starting a new game. So I'm not doing a lot of the reading, a lot of the narration that I normally do. Mostly here to check out the music. That's kind of why I'm not talking very much. Good. Okay, hit him a couple times. Just keep sparing him. Okay. Pretty easy. And he gets mad at his dummies. Hit a little bit that time. Spare him. And basically the attacks get harder and harder to dodge the more he gets hit by his own silly dummies. Okay, some of those might hit him. One hit him. Didn't do that as well as I could have. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful! Okay, good. Good. He's like, dummies, dummies, dummies. Remember how I said not to shoot at me? Well, failures. You're fired. You're all being replaced. So he replaces his dummies with some more competent, non-garbage dummies. And these send these heat-seeking rockets at you. That you want to hit him with now. Bossing him around. Okay, good. Hundo hit. Nice. Oh shit, I fucked that up. It's okay. It's alright. Good. Good. He's doing an armless ska dance. Final attack. Oh shit. I can die in this fight, and I have before. No way! These guys are even worse than the other guys. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't need friends. Just throws a knife at you. I don't know why he throws one knife at you. I think that's kind of referring to something. You do find a real knife at the end of this game. And then a friendly ghost shows up to help you. Ugh, acid rain. Oh, forget it. I'm out of here. And he slips away. Oh, it's our friend. Napstablook. Sorry, I interrupted you, didn't I? As soon as I came over, your friend immediately left. Oh no, you guys looked like you were having fun. Oh no, I just wanted to say hi. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna head home now. Oh, feel free to come with if you want. But no pressure. I understand if you're busy. It's fine. No worries. Just thought I'd offer. Thanks, Napsty. Okay, cool. Hey, my house is up here in case you want to see, or in case you don't. Now we're greeted with this beautiful... You feel a calming tranquility here. You're filled with determination. That's what I love about this music. It's so tranquil and beautiful. And if we go over here, there's a little shortcut you can unlock to go backwards. And there's this ducky bird, and he has a special musical track, which we'll hear right now. Little bird wants to carry you across. Accept the bird's offer, get the ride. I love this track. This track is called Bird That Carries You Over a Disproportionately Small Gap. It's an epic tune that lasts about, 15 seconds. It's really adorable. Let's hear it again. It's such a good track. Feels like you're going on a epic adventure over the gap. But really, it's really just a jest. Very nice. Okay, let's go back. Now, if you go up to Napstablook's house, he's got some special musical moments as well. We will see right here. Oh, you really came. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. It's not much, but make yourself at home. So this is some very, very 8-bit tunage right here. And it just repeats. But if you listen to these little tracks here on the bottom, this CD is labeled Spook Tunes. Play it? Yes. It's kind of like a funny little muted 8-bit trombone or something. And he says something about each of these tracks. Oh, a classic spook tune. They don't make songs like this anymore. And it repeats. And then we have a CD labeled Spook Wave. Play it. Play the CD. And now it's all synthed out. Very cool. And he says, dang, that ambiance. It's like my whole body is being spooked. Yeah, spooky, bro. And then we have this last one. The CD is labeled Ghouliday Music. Play it? Yes. Play the CD. And this is just like a spooky little tune, and he says this. Oh, this one. Once you learn the lyrics, it's hard not to sing along. Ooh, 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 ooh. So now we can walk up here, and there's another special moment in this house. Oh, are you hungry? Oh, I can get you something to eat. And you go through this, offers you a ghost sandwich, you bite through it, don't actually eat it. And then he says, after a great meal, I like to lie on the ground and feel like garbage. It's a family tradition. Do you want to join me? And you say yes. Okay, follow my lead. Here we go. You'll lie down as long as you don't move, so only move around when you want to get up, I guess. And then we are slowly taken to another world. Into the vast cosmos. This is a very cool tune. And it's just called Chill on the soundtrack. And it's extremely chill. Napstablook is a, I think, reference to the old file sharing program Napster, which of course, if it still exists today, it's in a very different form than it was when it first came out, when it was very popular. People were sharing torrented musical files illegally, and that's kind of what he's doing at his computer there, if you take a look at it. Now, if I get up, all of this ends. Well, that was nice. Thank you. Thank you, Napstablook. The computer's internet browser is open to a music sharing forum, so that's kind of what he's referring to, illegally sharing music. Now, funny thing with this music, there's another Easter egg. If you play this song, then go outside, the music continues, doesn't change, and you get a special encounter here with the music playing. And these guys say, "What the heck is that music?" "I don't know, dude, but it's spooking me out." "This is worse than Shyren." "No way, Shyren is way less scary." "If you're so scared, why do you keep winking?" "These are winks of fear." "Forget it. This beat is too filthy." "Wash, wait, don't leave me. Is this creepy music my punishment for being creepy? Please stop. I'll never creep again." Oh! That spooky tune spooked them away. Okay, cool. And now we have Sans track again. Cool, we got some guys. There's another little cool musical moment right here with Thunder Snail. We're gonna do the race. Play for 10 gold. Okay. Some very intense racing music here. And what I was doing just there, that's how you win it. You have to encourage your snail. Just enough, but not too much. My snail is the yellow snail. Huh. Really cool. Super cool. And he won. Race end. You won. Congratulations. As a prize, you get 9 gold. It's alright, we have to make a profit somehow. And that's that tune. Really cool moment right there. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna save it. There's a couple more little tracks here. I wanna get to Undyne. Well, beat Undyne. That'll probably be the end of this episode. Give me everything I need. But here's a really cool track in here again. Whoa there! I've got some neat junk for sale. This turtle guy, I think he has the same music or it's very similar to the shop owner in Snowdin. Might be the same tune. And we're not going to spend much time with him. He's cool though. I like that character. I don't need to do anything. Items? Get rid of this dog residue because that's... I will let you find out what that does on your own if you are watching this. And here we have this cool water music again. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not reading any of these signs. So that's not what this episode's about. But there's another cool little fun musical moment here with Temmie Village, which is a little secret in this area. Temmie appears here to defeat you. Feed Temmie flakes. She only wants the Temmie flakes. No, so hunger. Gotta dodge her weird little stretchy legs. Oh my god. I don't know if there's a way to dodge that. She's doing her hairs. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know how to dodge that. I don't know why you can't dodge that. Seems like you should be able to. Okay. I can't mercy her yet. Hold on. So, talk to her. Say hello. Hi, I'm Temmie. And you're gonna find out later. I don't know why she's hitting me so much. She forgot her other attack, and you can spare her. I've never seen that before. Anyway, their village is down here. So here we have some quirky, derpy music from the Thames, and they all say, "Oi, I'm Temmie! And this is my friend Temmie!" And they all just say, "Oi, I'm Temmie!" And that's all they say, because they're little goofballs. You feel something. You're filled with determination. Say that. Good. You can talk to all these characters. Oh, and this little mushroom dances in a special way for you. And he has his own little tune here. Mushroom dance, whatever could it mean? It symbolizes my inner torment, trapped here by my hyphae. My struggle to pull away, my struggle to escape, but alas, to no avail. Very strange. I don't know if it's different in the shop. So here's another variation of the Tem music. It's a weird Tem creature. All she says is, "Hoi, I'm Temmie." Hoi, I'm Temmie. That's all she says. You can send this Temmie to college by paying for her college, if you would like to do that in this game. She's very cute. Okay, let's keep going. I'm full health. Good. So I'm basically going to do the Undyne Fight Gonna see her music, and then we will probably end the episode today with that. Shoot. Can't go this way. Okay. Now, there are enemy encounters in this area, but don't really need to do any of that. You can either flee or you can mercy all enemies to do pacifist. This guy can get close, and then he turns into this bigger version of the Mold Smalls. Shoots little bubbles at you. Oh, ouch. Okay. Can't mercy him yet. You have to unhug him because he appreciates you respecting his boundaries, but he still attacks you one more time. Good. And now he's done. Fantastic. Let's keep going. This has been a very fun episode here where we've just checked out a lot of the music in this game. About half the game we'll go through. Of course, there's a lot more that I have not showed here. And I would just, of course, encourage you to just, when you play through it, if you play through it, really enjoy this music because it really brings it to life. Really, really brings it to life. From the fighting to the little interludes, little characters give you special little moments of music. And all of this was composed by one person, Toby Fox. Amazing. So let's let him clean me with the green dot. Never, if I can get that, good. Now I can let him go. And I have to outflex this bro. Good. Oh, I should have gotten an item a little ways back, but I don't think I need it. I'll be fine. Outflex this guy. There's a certain weapon that gives you more... Ah, shit. Gives you more iframes after being hit. Okay, good. Great. Awesome. 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 Okay, one more flex. Should do it. And he flexes himself out of here. Very nice. The lamp. Very cool. Go up, I think. Go up, right? Yep. Go to the right. Another lamp right here. Go down. Take me out of here. Cool. Here we are again. It's kind of dark and eerie here. I don't know. There's a passage here. But yeah, you can't go up the passageway yet. Huh? Behind you, it says. And someone has found us. 7. 7 human souls. With the power of 7 human souls, our king, King Asgore Dreamer, will become a god. With that power, Asgore can finally shatter the barrier. He will finally take the surface back from humanity and blah, blah, blah. I don't need to hear this. There's no music in this cutscene. But basically the kid saves you again. Good. Good. Thank you, kid. Thank you. Take him away, Undyne. Take him away from me. Amazing. This is very cool. Love this game. Lots of character. And it's really great. And if you ever want to hear any of my voiceover for this game, you can see them in previous episodes on YouTube. I did a little bit of that today. We have another cutscene here. Now, this is a very special moment if you are doing a genocide run. This is kind of crazy, but I'm not. Kid. He wants to be your friend, but he knows you're a human. Wants to be your friend, but he wants you to say something nasty to him so that he can hate you, but I won't do it. And then he says something nasty to me. He runs away. And you can help him up. Help him up. Good. Awesome. Savior. Human savior. Okay, cool. And he basically says, you want to fight this kid who's my friend, you'll have to go through me, Undyne. He's gone. Okay, good. This kid, he's a good kid. Great. Now let's keep going. Excellent. No music here. We are here. And here is some of the best music in the game. And this is probably where we're going to be ending the stream after this fight. But this is a fight with Undyne that is very special. After she pronounces some important plot elements to you. 7. 7 human souls, and King Asgore will become a god. 6. That's how many we have collected thus far. Understand? Through your 7th and final soul, this world will be transformed. First, however, as is customary for those who make it this far, I shall tell you the tragic tale of our people. It all started long ago. You know what? Screw it! Why should I tell you that story when you're about to die? Ah! You're standing in the way of everybody's hopes and dreams. Alphys's history books maybe think humans were cool, with their giant robots and flowery swordswomen. But you're just a coward, hiding behind that kid so you can run away from me again. Let's not forget your wimpy goody two-shoes shtick. Oh, I'm making such a difference by hugging random strangers. You know what would be more valuable to everyone? If you were dead. That's right, human. Your continued existence is a crime. Your life is all that stands between us and our freedom. Right now, I can feel everyone's hearts pounding together. Everyone's been waiting their whole lives for this moment. But we're not nervous at all. When everyone puts their hearts together, they can't lose. Now, human, let's end this right here, right now. Man, this track is so good. This is Undyne's fight theme. I'll show you how determined monsters can be. Step forward when you're ready. Okay, now we can save it. The wind is howling. You're filled with determination. Okay? And then we'll see a slightly different version of this track in the fight itself. That's it, then. No more running away. Here I come. On guard. So the tune moves down about a half step. Now, these are 2 different tracks in the soundtrack. The first one's called Yeah, and the second one's called Spear of Justice. And that's what you're listening to right now. Spear of Justice. So, of course, as with all of these fights, you do not have to actually fight her. You can plead with her if you want to make her fights easier, or her attacks easier, or you can challenge her if you want to make her attacks harder. Or you can fight her and kill her if you want. Or, as you'll see soon, you can run away. But love this track. So awesome. I told Undyne you didn't want to fight, but nothing happened. As long as you're green, you can't escape. Unless you learn to face danger head on. It won't last a second against me. This is where she kind of introduces the shield element to the fights. She holds her fists in front of her and shakes her head. So you keep pleading. Keep telling her you don't want to fight. Now in the genocide run of this game, which has its own very special track. It smells like sushi. These very difficult shield dodge maneuvers that you have to do, well, shield blocks, I should say, are like 5 times as fast and very, very difficult. But this fight, she's kind of having mercy on me because I keep pleading on her. You cannot do that when you've done Genocide Run. She just will totally F you up in that type of run. Very different game when you play it that way. And I encourage everyone to play this game in every way that they can, because it really changes it a lot. Flashes a menacing smile. Keep bleeding. I want to fight her. Yeah, enough warming up. Cool. What's up, Chuckles? How are you doing today? Good to see you here at the end of the episode. You're going kind of slowly through all the musical moments, but thanks for being here. Love this track. Let's plead with her again. This is a bonus stream. Hope you can hang out for a second. God, this is so much easier. Were you watching me when I fought Undyne the Undying? That shit was nasty. That shit was so nasty. Jeez. This is a great fight, though. But even if you could beat me, she says. God, the attacks are so slow. It's like child's play. Child's play. Undyne towers threateningly. Told Undyne you just want to be friends. She remembers someone. Her attacks become a little less extreme. No human has ever made it past Asgore. Good. She draws her finger across her neck. Plead. Keep telling her you want to be friends with her. Honestly, killing you now is an act of mercy. Her slow-ass attacks. Boom. Holds her fist in front of her. Shakes. Keep telling her you want to be friends. Her attacks become less extreme. ... So easy. Keeps towering. Want to be friends. So stop being so damn resilient. She does the reversals, right? I think in this fight. Man, this music's so awesome. Plead. What the hell are humans made out of? Now, I don't really know if I have to run away from her. I think I kind of do, right? Yeah, not a lot of reversals. That was the hardest fucking thing in the Undyne the Undying battle. Anyone else would be dead by now. I'm not even sure if you have to run away from her. That's what I've usually done in this fight. To do pacifist, but suplexes a boulder just because she can. Alphys told me humans were determined. Oh, look at that reversal. Okay, keep pleading. Attacks become less extreme. See now what she meant by that. Even in this fight, she flips her spear impatiently. Keep telling her I don't want to fight, but nothing happened. But I'm determined too. Whew. Flips her spear. Keep telling her you want to be friends. Determined to end this right now. Come on, Undyne. Okay, one more plead. Right now. Nice. Great. Right now. Okay. Okay, keep pleading. I've never actually done this. Can you plead with her until she drops out? Oh, nice fake out. Okay, good. Yeah, die already, you little brat! Shit. I don't want to die. No. That's a lot of reversals. Jeez. Okay, I actually do need to heal. Let's do the nice cream. Good. You're getting in my way. Okay. I don't remember if you can wear her down. I think you can. We'll find out. Just eyes twitching involuntarily. Keep pleading. I will not be defeated! I love Undyne. Well, it's really good to see you again, Chuckles. Thanks for joining us again towards the end of this episode. And if you want, we could check out a few tunes, but I know we did that a bit yesterday. So I'm going to be turning this episode kind of into a kind of small featurette on YouTube. Some of the great music in this game. Okay. You'll never escape from me. I think you have to escape. I don't think you can... That's why you stay red this whole time. Let me try it one more time. Yeah, then she just keeps saying that. Okay, good. So we'll just run away then. Can't spare her, but I have to run. Good. Please, I'm out of here. Get out of here. Okay, good. Stop running away! Wait. But now I can flee infinitely. She can't even get me. Too slow. Come back here, you little punk! Flee again. Great. Ring. Hey, what's up? I was just thinking, you and me and Undyne should all hang out sometime. I think you would make great pals. Let's meet up at her house later. Click. Yeah, great friends. Keeps trying to kill me. This dude's asleep, ZZZ. She just stares at him. Look at that face. Okay, good. Okay. And that's the end of that fight. She sort of wastes herself. Armor's so hot, but I can't give up. And now you can mercifully give her some water. Yeah. There you go, Undyne. Pour it into her gills. That was awesome. She doesn't know what to think about all this. I'm a nice human. Very cool. Let's keep going. And here is another track that is kind of cool. Seeing such a strange laboratory in a place like this, filled with determination. Great. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back to Waterfall really quick. And, oh, I went to Snowdin on accident. Whatever. It's all good. And I think I got all the footage I need. The point of this episode was mostly to get... I should have worn a few more pairs of pants today, she says. I don't know why she said that. She says so many random different things. Weird. Yeah, so here we are back in Snowdin, which of course has some beautiful music that we've heard earlier in this playthrough. So I think we're going to be ending this episode here, and this has kind of been a fun little musical showcase episode. It's been a lot of fun for me, and of course this game is amazing, and part of what makes it so great is the music. And thanks so much for tuning in, of course. Thanks for watching this wherever you may be watching it, whether it's on YouTube or live right now. I'm going to be ending the stream here with this track in Snowdin. So this, I believe, is my final episode of the show. This was a bonus musical feature episode where we did a bunch of trekking around for special musical moments. And not sure yet. We may end up going over to the Deltarune story next, since I know that's been a request by some of the Undertale fans we've been talking to here. And another game that supposedly has great music, also by Toby Fox. So, thank you so much for being here. And have a wonderful day. And hopefully I will see you again very soon. Thanks so much. And bye-bye.